gifts, a lot of people don't like you. They inherently are envious of it. Not that I have some great gifts, but people who are very good at sports, people who are beautiful, people who are great artists. I've noticed most people hate them because of their success or because of their beauty. I admire that. I don't see a guy with a totally gorgeous girlfriend and get mad at him like a lot of people I know do. I just am like, good for you. Wow, that must really be nice. I see people get mad that I have such wonderful wife and wonderful children. I mean, and they get mad about it. Mad that I have beautiful children. Mad that I have 3 children. It's like the public is caught in a delusional, TV-induced fantasy world. All right, I'm already digressing. Michael, finish your point about the critical mass.
Well, you covered that pretty good, but I'd just like to make a couple of statements here. I'm so fortunate, Alex, to have grown up in Austin. I live out in Dripping Springs now. But to do street actions with you, to march down Congress Avenue 4 or 5 years ago on Independence Day, go to the governor's mansion, our 2 sieges on the Capitol. I mean, that was just such, it's just so invigorating. And if the people would just let the spirit of you flow into them, that'll give them the impetus to get out there on them street corners with their signs and or however they want to do it. But we need to do it. We need to push back hard.
And anybody that denies that reality needs to understand this. 10 years ago, 1% maybe knew the Federal Reserve was private. People would say, that's code word for racism. Now, when mainstream media comes to interview me, they can't do that anymore. We've made them a joke. We've been proven right. But it's not enough to be proven right. Now we've got to occupy the land, as the Bible says. We have got to take the enemy out of the high ground they've taken. We're going to have to dig them out of their holes. And we're just going to have to do it. I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you the Navy SEALs that contact me, the Delta Force people, the former, current. I cannot even tell you off record how hot this info is in the military, in the enlisted, the Army, the Marines, the Navy. I mean, I got to say, everybody I talk to says more than half the military is really awake now. Folks, 10 years ago, it was maybe 5%. It's exponential. But I'm telling you, the globalists are going to pull some dirty tricks to try to get control again. I'm talking about mushroom clouds are possible, bioweapons. I mean, anything is possible. You look at these terror attacks, these staged attacks, First World Trade Center, Oklahoma City, 9/11, they're all, they're bigger. They're bigger. And I'm telling you, the globalists aren't going to go away easy. But they were already planning to do devastating things to bring us under their control. So let them do the devastation on our terms. Okay, we're going to be in the fight. God bless you. I appreciate your call, sir. Good to hear from you. Okay, I'm going to go to Scarlett, Skeletor, James, Jordan before this show ends. But I got to go to a couple videos / audio here before I even upload these to Prisonplanet.tv. And I will air the dog one on InfoWars Nightly News tonight so Prisonplanet.tv members can see it. And then the day later, we post it for everybody on the YouTube channel while we've still got it. One of the 8 channels, while we've still got it. Because they're trying to shut us down right now. And I mean, I'm telling you, I've been hit by 4 different torpedoes at this office in the last week. YouTube's the least of them that I'm not even getting into here on air. Because the system is going to throw everything they've got at us to try to slow us down. But that only makes me know we're winning. Now, this first one is during a break an hour and a half ago. I walk out there, and I see them showing on CNBC footage of the collateral damage video that they showed of the Army helicopter shooting Reuters reporters. And I was pointing out how the guys in the helicopter were laughing because they were removed like people in drones, and how that's been written about in history, how it dehumanizes war, versus the Army soldiers who pick up the little kids who were shot up and go and save them, and who are upset about what's happening. I was illustrating how when you become removed from war, see, this video had been on hundreds of newscasts, thousands of videos online. None of them had been banned. It was a WikiLeaks video. It was months after it was out. I did a video about the dehumanization of being separated in warfare with drones and the rest of it. Okay, and how the helicopter pilots probably meant well, believed they were killing terrorists, but still even made a joke when they found out it was kids because their conscience couldn't handle it, so they made a joke out of it, versus the troops on the ground with choking back tears as they're running, saying, hurry, we got to get these kids. Because the normal response with little girls with their guts hanging out is to get choked up if you've got humanity. Not because you're weak, but because you're strong. It's the weak that turn away from humanity and decide that they can't deal with the pain. It's the strong that absorb the pain because we have our nerves. We have our conscience. Our soul is open to the universe. We're not burned out inside like these devils. I didn't call the helicopter pilots devils. I said they were on the road to that and that their souls were in danger. That's why YouTube banned my video. Because the power of my words, the power of truth, the power of how it simply stands on its own. And it just reminded me of how they're censoring me again for attacking this demon that says, basically arrest people, drug them if they don't agree with us. And then we found other documents where she's saying, you know, ignore the Congress, ignore democracy in her words. She means due process. She wants a dictatorship. So they removed my video about that. And again, it shows who they are. They're not liberal trendies that care. Just like Coney people don't. It's about selling war as liberal. And it's devilish. War is necessary sometimes, but you only do it when you're attacked. You start hearing, well, point is, let's go to the short video. Let's go and go to the video now. Here it is. Folks, here it is. We're in here in the broadcast studio for the radio show during a break. I walk out here, and they're showing the collateral murder footage. It's been on thousands of times on TV of the Army helicopters, the Apaches shooting up the Reuters camera guy with the kids. And why am I showing you this right now? Because remember, YouTube gave us a community guideline strike and tried to shut our channel down for showing that. I'm sick of it. And now I criticize this professor who sickeningly came out and said put people in mental institutions, basically. They don't believe in man-made global warming, don't want to pay Al Gore money. I did that, and they shut that video down. Can't make fun of her. You know, a public figure. And then now we've gotten more of her writings they didn't pull down quick enough, where she says, ignore democracy, Congress, everybody, just do what you want, shut down the coal power plants, take over, carbon dioxide's too deadly. What about genetic engineering, lady? What about all the real threats, huh? Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And it makes me want to throw up the double standard system and what these people get away with. Alex Jones reporting for Infowars.com. Maybe they'll shut my channel down again because I just showed the Army shooting that up. And again, people say, well, so what? YouTube, you know, is its own private site. They advertise as YouTube, a public commons. Then they selectively enforce the rules that I don't even violate. That's the problem. That's the issue. Okay? It's unfair trade practices. It's selective enforcement. It's false advertising. I've brought those people 600 million views with all my channels put together. I don't even take ads, and they still put ads over it. They're making millions of dollars. I just want to reach the public and warn them and expose the lies. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's all I've ever tried to do. It's all I've ever tried to establish is get the empire on the run. Bunch of hypocrites. All right, there's that video. And we've got the dog video. How long is that? That was the one thing. All right, we'll come back from break and play that. And again, I got to narrate the video. You know what? We'll do the dog video on the news tonight. We'll do the dog video on the InfoWars Nightly News this evening. But I preface it with how the media keeps us diverted and distracted. Let's go to a call right now. Scarlett in Pennsylvania, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, I want to tell you how much I appreciate what you're doing for starters. You're doing a really good job.
Well, thank you. Work. Thank you, sir.
I wanted to tell you, like, I have a really high IQ, like IQs around my family and everything. And I've been running into everything you've been talking since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in school, I was one of the first ones to learn to read. They tell me, shut up, put my hand down. So everything that you're talking about, I've pretty much experienced all of that.
No, exactly. The New World Order is run by the dumb, evil people who hate smart people. That's the best way to describe them.
That's very true. I mean, I've seen things before you've talked about them, and I've been saying the same thing before I hear you talk about them.
Well, I know that's all I do is point out what people already know.
Absolutely. It's so obvious, and even if you do shut up, they're still going to get in your face. So people need to not shut up.
I agree. It's about gangs and bullying, and what people do is cowards go and join the gang and do whatever it says so they feel like they're winners. Like, I'm going to pay Al Gore money. I'm a winner. I'm part of the winning group. And they hate it when we go, no, you're a bunch of scam artists, and we're going to expose you. They're like, shut him up. Tonight on the Nightly News, 5 days in the making, they're going to premiere an investigative report into Agenda 21 right here in Austin, land grabbing. Loving you in. Let's go ahead and talk to James in Texas. You're on the air. Welcome, sir.
Accused gas mileage. The answer, hot shot secret. This is Lee from
All right, something's going on there. He's got his radio on or something. Skeletor in Colorado. Go ahead.
Greetings from the trenches of Prozakistan. The drainstream media is still dead. How you doing, Alex?
Good. You're a funny guy. What's going on, brother?
Hey, I got an idea for a creative action that we could do with those undergarments that I sent you. I was thinking we should probably have, like, maybe a group that's traveling together, let's say like a football team, and let's all wear them on the outside.
Oh, yeah, you're the guy that sent the underwear that the TSA can't see through, and then the TSA put a press release out, I guess, saying that, that's not allowed or something because they're God.
Well, I think it'd be fun to just get a whole group of people, 50 people together, and we're going to wear them on the outside and just, like, go ahead. Try to, let's see what you got.
Skeletor, are you the guy that invented those underwear?
Yes, this is my idea, and I sent you a T-shirt and a few other designs.
I'm wearing the underwear right now. I'm joking. Thanks for the call, man. That sounded weird at first. I'm the guy that sent you the undergarments. Oh, man. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, yeah. Jordan in Tennessee, you're on the air. Go ahead. Oh.
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
Good. Did you send me undergarments? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just another day dealing with this corrupt government, which, my grandfather's been paying attention to all the politics for the past 12 years. And he's been telling me all this has been going downhill. I'll go ahead and tell you, how we've had these really high gas prices, and we've seen all these energy-efficient cars come out, working together.
Well, sure, but did you hear Mark Faber, top economist, amazing researcher? He concurred. The dollar's being devalued. That's the main reason gas is up, and that's why the stock market looks like it's got all this value. But, just because a cheeseburger cost $1 20 years ago and now costs $4 doesn't mean that's really more of a burger. Well, just because a stock costs $500 if it's Google or Apple or whatever, well, that's not really $500. That's more like $100 20 years ago. It's bull. People think they're getting more value, but it's not. But yuppies don't care. The country could burn. As long as their stock says it's worth more, they don't care. So just inject it out. They inject their kids more. Just enjoy it then. Give them the cancer virus. It's love. Actually, don't give your kids cancer virus. But the point is, go ahead, sir.
Well, anyway, here's in the late great words of George and Bill. You know who I'm talking about, probably. George Carlin and Bill Hicks. George Carlin, he said this. He defined perfectly the three classes in this country. The rich get all the money, pay none of the taxes. The middle class, they have to do all the work and pay all the taxes. The poor are just there to scare the middle class.
No, that's it.
And in the words of Bill Hickson, I just know one point that you actually look a little bit like him. And I'm just saying.
I missed what you said there. You're messing up my work there. As you know, I am Bill Hicks. And so don't be stealing my lines there. That's even funnier. I'm not Bill Hicks, folks. They actually went and dug up my high school annuals and put them online. And people don't believe that's really Alex Jones. They say that's not proof. Who knows? You haven't seen my birth certificate. Maybe I'm from Clandathu. Maybe I'm secretly a brain bug, a reptoid. Transmission continues.